Hey there guys, Artistic Nick here. Thanks for the click. In tonight's tutorial I'm going to be doing another football badge, and I'm going to be doing one of the most iconic badges, a very simple badge, and looks very different to any of the badges that I've been doing recently. It's the Nottingham Forest badge. Nottingham Forest were a huge team back in the 80s, not so much so at the moment. So using the black Sharpie pen as always, I'm going to find a midpoint, and I'm just going to select a couple of areas, and we're going to go for some straight lines coming down as so. Now, coming from these straight lines, we've got a tree, so we're going to have to just mark some points out where we can make some semicircular lines. There and there. And then we've got another one which comes in to there and there. Now this is symmetrical, so it's going to look identical on both sides. So making sure that you've got the right amount of these semicircular shapes. I'm just drawing a dot each time so I know where I'm going to. And another one which is a little bit further away this time, so this one's getting slightly bigger, so they get slightly bigger as they get towards the top. And we finish off with one at the very top. So we've got another one on each side which is slightly bigger still. Again, keeping the symmetry. I nearly said symmetry then. Very different meaning, different word. And then the final one is one that comes up and over the top here into that position. So as you can see, we've got a tree shape starting to form. We're going to go around the edge of this to make it slightly thicker. So I'm going to start with two vertical lines either side now, and now what we're going to do is we're going to follow this pattern around. So I'm going to just line these dots up. They're level with where we went before, so we've got one which comes out to here, so I now know where I need this semicircular shape to end and to come to. I've got one level with this gap here, just trying to make sure that I keep the distance the same between the two, so that this line is the same thickness throughout. It doesn't taper off or get thinner at all. There and there. So we're going to repeat the same thing on the other side. So I'm just going to put a dot in below that, where those two semicircular lines meet. One here. Keeping this pen moving. These Sharpie pens, what I'm using, do tend to bleed a little bit into the paper, so making sure that you do keep this pen moving, and it makes all the difference. I'm actually really enjoying doing these football badge tutorials. They are very different to the last series that I was doing, which was Pokemon and Transforming, things like that. Okay, so we're coming down onto the bottom now. So underneath here we've got some wavy lines. We've got 3 wavy lines, which I believe is supposed to represent the River Trent. So Nottingham Forest's football ground, it is on the banks of the River Trent. So we've got one that comes up and around here. Now this line joins up to this and arcs up and over. I'm going to do the same on this side. And you can see this is very, very different to the badges that I've been doing recently. The Manchester United badge, the Manchester City badge. I'm going to come down slightly lower. I've come down slightly lower on this side. So I'm going to make this slightly, don't worry about this, this is all going to be coloured in black, so don't worry too much. Okay, so this line, I'm actually going to turn the page around now. This line comes all the way across, there's no gap in the middle of this one, so it sweeps under and joins in the middle, and the same with the bottom portion. If this is the first time you found one of my videos, thanks very much for clicking on the thumbnail. It means an awful lot to small YouTube channels when you do click on the thumbnail and watch the video. I hope you're enjoying this content. Like I said earlier, I've done quite a few drawing tutorials, mainly cartoon characters. I've also done a lot of realistic graphite work, and this is quite a lot of fun. This change of direction, change of pace has been an awful lot of fun. So thanks so much for clicking. Okay, so don't worry about this, this is going to be marked in and I'll time lapse that. If you've subscribed to the channel, thank you so much. If not, go and subscribe now. I'm going to be doing daily videos. So underneath here we've got some lettering, and it says Forest. With the capital letters, but there's an R that's a funny R shape in this lettering. So this is sort of an elongated O. So this R is a standard R other than the tail. The tail actually wraps around and comes under the E. Not exactly sure what that represents. Probably the roller coaster ride that Nottingham Forest fans take each season, supporting the team. Okay, so onto the E. Just making sure that we're keeping these letters the same height is really important. And as I've said in all of my tutorials where I've been doing these football badges, make sure that you're getting all the letters in there. There's nothing worse than finding that you've missed an E out or an S or the T at the end. Once you finish your drawing, there's no turning back with these Sharpie pens. These are permanent markers. So make sure that you've counted the letters. It's quite therapeutic doing these letters. It's having to concentrate and focus on keeping the lines straight. I don't know, there's something therapeutic about it. So we've got a T now to finish. Perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to time lapse the next part. I'm going to go around the edge of this tree and around here with this black Sharpie pen. So I'll time lapse that and I'll see you at the end of the video. So there we have it, guys. That's my Nottingham Forest badge. or logo. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notifications button, which is the bell icon just to the right of the subscribe button. That means that you'll be notified of when I do drop new videos, which will be every day. I'm doing various different videos, so at the minute there's the football tutorials going on there. If you want to contact me or drop me a comment, please do. You can get hold of me on my website, which is howtodraw.com. You can also get me on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Hit subscribe, smack the notifications button, follow me on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter.